Why? Wearing socks in the house is psychotic.
I love socks.
I hate it. Ugh. Did you make me a cup of coffee?
5,
4,
3,
2, 1.
How do you feel right now?
Terrible.
Me too.
Did you throw up last night?
No, did my girlfriend?
I think so.
Yeah, I said to her, I was like, you threw up last night. And she was like, no, I didn't. She didn't remember. But I thought she did.
I thought that she did. Maybe she didn't. I don't know.
For the first time in a long time, you went out of the house.
Yeah, it was cringe.
Very C and dub of you.
It was very C and dub, cringe and weird.
2 of our friends got proposed to, and then we were at a surprise party for them. Well, for the
Yep.
girl, most likely, I guess.
Yeah, and it was kind of a housewarming party thing.
So when we were when we were doing the surprise, we're in their home. All the lights are off.
I was killing it.
And the girl's father was getting like NFL notifications from like fantasy football or in general. So the theme music of NFL just kept playing. It kept going do-do-do, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, my bad."
Oh, sorry.
And then when it was quiet and the couple, Beth and Tyler, are walking in, James played his phone. He just went on YouTube and found the theme music and played it. And then the dad was like, he's having the same problem I am.
Oh, sorry. Oh man, in that little darkness part, I was killing it.
You were killing it more when you were talking about the cum.
Oh yeah, I was going to get to that too.
Oh, okay.
But I was firing on all cylinders right there. Mm-hmm. And you were crying of laughter and trying to like hold it back because we were all trying to be quiet. But yeah, I'm pretty positive that same father,
yeah.
I believe I made him leave the party.
Why?
Because I was talking about cum so much.
No, he likes it.
I think so too.
He likes the cum conversations.
I also did this one joke.
He likes you because when he is aware that you're gonna be at a party, he specifically goes out of his way to get the type of hot dogs that you like.
Yeah.
And
I like that guy a lot.
And if he like, let's say he had already gone to the store, he'll go back to get the hot dogs for you.
Yeah. I like that guy. That guy is a guy that I go out of my way to try to make laugh. And Beth, I don't think that like he laughs at Beth and Tyler as much. So like when he starts laughing like crazy, mm-hmm. Beth goes, "Look, he loves it. He's just loving it.
Look at he loves it."
Because when I took a picture with the fucking soon whatever they are fiance couple, mm-hmm. There was like these blow up things like champagne bottles and stuff, and I took a champagne bottle and I put it between my legs and I go, "Look, it's like a dick." And it's funny because it's overly large.
Yeah.
And he just started cracking up of laughter.
The reason why I think he likes those jokes so much is because, I mean, he has 2 daughters and a wife. He's just surrounded by females at all points.
Yes.
So whenever like the guys are out and just making guy jokes, he just like he cracks because he's just never around it. Yeah, I think that's why he likes it so much.
I forgot how I said it though, but I made that very stupid joke while taking the picture, and he just started cracking up. And Beth was like, "He loves it."
That one girl's boyfriend was really loving you too.
Yeah,
that was the first time I ever seen him warm up in that crowd of people. Typically, he's not really a fan of the party, but you making all those cum jokes really loosened that guy up. He really liked it.
You know, it sounds like we're like downplaying it, but it really is what it is. It was just cum jokes.
Well, it's because the reason why is I was prescribed by my girlfriend's mother to take a whole bunch of vitamins, just to boost the immune system.
So you've been downing eight pills of zinc a day.
8 pills of zinc a day. There's no exaggeration, and most likely it should be 9 to actually hit the correct amount of pills. The reason why is so essentially their doctor was prescribing them 220 milligrams of zinc a day times 2. The only pills of zinc I could find were 50 milligrams. So if the pill was just distilled down to like 200 milligrams, I could just take one pill. But instead, I've been taking 8 a day.
Yeah.
So yesterday, right in the morning, I took the pills and threw up right away. I'm also taking vitamin C and
vitamin D.
But I was going out of my way to say that zinc is what made me throw up.
But you're also taking the vitamins without eating. Which
right.
That's like a key.
That's the reason why I've been throwing up.
Yes. So you've just been downing zinc. And I've been saying...
And he was unaware that of the amount of zinc I've been doing.
Yeah. And I've been a firm believer in this. And I think there is... I remember looking it up. And
there's science.
Yeah. That when you take a lot of zinc, it makes your nut fat. Like you blow bigger loads.
You've been coming like crazy.
Like I was taking like 2 pills of zinc a day for a while, and dude, it was like, normally it's just like, and it comes out like just a little bit, dude. And then when I was taking zinc, it was like a fire hydrant, just, and I just fucking.
So at this party, we're explaining to people that I've been throwing up from the zinc, and you just exclaimed that he's been blowing so much cum out lately. And honestly, you just keep saying like, yeah, cum's funny, and you just keep talking about it. And every time you say, yeah, it just blows crazy loads, the boyfriend loves it.
Yeah.
And then I think he's laughing a lot because the father is right there, and you're just talking about coming like crazy. And he goes to the dad. He's like, "Are you like uncomfortable with this?" And he goes, "I know, James. Like I hear this all the time."
Cum is funny. There's nothing that makes me laugh more than like fucking talking about shooting rope and shit. That shit's just so good.
I mean, I bought the welcome mat to their home. It says welcome. And instead of it spelling COME, it's WELCUM.
Also for this party, we were invited months ago. For a Packer party, / housewarming / engagement party.
Yeah,
like
it's
all
a secret engagement party
Yeah.
that we were formally invited with a letter in the mail.
Yes,
to our home.
And you got the letter.
Yeah, because I check the mail.
Yeah, you check the mail often. I never do because I haven't even changed my address on anything.
Yeah, I did that the first week we were here. I changed it on my address, like my license, everything, my insurance.
I don't even have a license.
You did, yeah. You don't. You didn't do any of that.
Nope. And
it's essentially like I'm living here alone. It's funny.
Which is funny because you don't live here.
The government would think that I live here, but you live here, and I really don't live here that much.
Yeah. And you got the letter. You just kept it in your room. So I never saw it. So we get
part of the reason why I kept it in my room was I was like, oh, shit. I don't want, like, Beth and Tyler to come in here and she stumbled across the letter.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons, because it was like a secret engagement party. And I thought I had told you. I thought I came into your room one day and said, we got this engagement party here. Never told you.
No. And so we got texted on Tuesday because of the whole, like,
the Packer game had
went
swapped
from
Sunday to Saturday. So the engagement was happening on Saturday.
Yeah. And we got like texted a time.
That was
and I was like, this is nuts. Why is he just putting this on me? Like,
that was your first acknowledgement of the engagement.
Yeah.
Where I was under the impression that we were both made aware for months, or a month at least.
Yes. And
I don't know why. I mean, ultimately, you got to do everything you wanted to do, right?
Yeah, but I mean, hey, like having a little bit of heads up and being able to plan for this said party, it's a lot nicer than getting it sprung on week of, especially as a person who's as busy as I am.
Yeah, playing World of Warcraft every day.
Yeah.
You really want to put your toes out like that?
My feet got really hot underneath that blanket.
Yeah, well, that's what socks are for.
The socks would make my feet hot too. Making me angry. So I was like, man, that's why is he just now telling me this? Come to find out, you knew.
Yeah.
You and your girlfriend got a engagement gift for him. I didn't realize that until somebody else came with the engagement gift. And I mean, it doesn't matter. It stops the thing.
It stop the whole thing?
I mean, it does that. How do you forget that every single time? So I then found out while there that there was also engagement gifts. So I'm just completely out of the loop to the point where I have to just pull out Venmo and Venmo these people $100 And while they're opening up gifts, though, I told Tyler, I go, hey, pull out my gift. Show them what I got you. You done with this yet?
Yeah, I'm good.
Jesus.
It's not that bad.
You took forever.
Seamless.
But yeah, so then I got even angrier at you at the party.
Oh, shit, I left my coffee over there.
You're coffeeless.
Damn it.
We've done this enough already.
Fuck.
Stop staring at the coffee.
I want it.
I just do this podcast solo now, huh? This is just me. What are you here for, bud? To set up the camera? Is that what you do now? You're just the camera guy?
Yeah, I set the camera up. Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, that story was riveting. That was good. Man, what a good tale.
Thank you.
No problem.
We saw the Horny Boys for the first time in a long time. That was nice.
I was in my bed, in my underwear, and I had to completely get clothes back on just to see those fellas because I haven't seen them.
You were trying to sleep?
At that point, yeah. But then I stayed up for like another hour and a half.
Why? Why do you always try to fall asleep early?
I just get tired when I get drunk.
Yeah, don't.
Sorry. Well, stayed up.
It's like, I probably wouldn't have noticed you, but it makes me angry every time that you
it made you angry right now.
Yeah.
And I stayed up. It literally didn't affect you at all. And it just made you secondhand
But
angry.
if it wasn't for the Horny Boys, you just would have been asleep at like 10 o'clock.
Yep.
You suck so bad now.
I stayed up.
Yeah.
It didn't even affect it.
But yeah, seeing those guys was, it was a hoot and a nanny. I love seeing those guys. They're just always like, they were leaving from there to just go smash some puss.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And they were fucking on the prowl.
Mm-hmm. That's why they were actually at the place. They were looking for pussy.
I know, and they found it.
They found it.
They found it.
Another thing, so me not informing you of this party is a little similar to how you were aware that you were gonna help your brother and sister-in-law move out of their house yesterday, or the same day as Saturday, and you asked me to come hang out that day, not telling me that it was like a moving day.
Yeah.
And you like kept reminding me like, hey, we're gonna go to Madison to help to go hang out with my brother. If you're ready, I was like, yeah, no problem.
Well, because if I don't remind you, you just blow off my plans all the time. Mm-hmm. Other people, if you make plans with them,
Are you trying to hurt my feelings?
Huh? No, I'm just informing everybody what you do if I try to make plans with you. You're very quick to write those plans off, and you'll just forget about them.
Yes, sir.
So I have to remind you.
So, I even asked specifically. I was like, "Wait, we're just moving them, right?" And you lied to me and say,
"No, they've been moved for weeks."
Yeah, they had been moved for weeks. Turns out not true. We were moving them.
I did tell you the day before.
Yeah, you did tell me the day before. After I had already told your brother, hey, I'm coming for sure. See you Saturday.
I gave you a very serious talk. I said, hey, you can back out if you want.
I also threw up that morning.
Yeah.
I was feeling not good.
I didn't think that you were going to come.
No?
No.
Why not?
Like after you threw up, I was like, oh, this guy's just getting out of this.
Getting out of it? The thing that you sprung out on me?
Yeah.
There's no getting out of it.
I really liked moving. I kept on doing this thing where you'd find the smallest thing possible. I don't know how you did it. You'd find like a picture frame hidden randomly, and you'd grab that, just one of them. I'd grab it and I go, grab something bigger.
I feel bad for, I wish that the party wasn't switched there. We could actually have helped out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because we really didn't do shit.
My brother texted me today too, asking if I could come.
Oh, today? Are you going to go help?
I can't.
Why? Because WoW?
Podcast, and then I raid today.
Oh, okay.
It's actual like main raid day too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went up there for a bit. You smoked some dope.
Yeah, that actually helped the stomach a little bit. Legally. Didn't know that in Dane County, in Madison, Wisconsin, you can legally smoke marijuana in private and in public and carry up to like a couple grams on you, and there's nothing they can do or say anything about those fucking people. Your brother was like, it's because we live in a libtard county, which is true. They like Madison's super liberal, but did you know that like the incarceration of black people there is one of the highest in the country?
Really?
Did you know that?
No.
It's like per capita, based on the amount of black people who live there.
They just lock them up?
Like crazy.
Really?
Yeah. I found that out like listening to the Joe Rogan podcast.
Really?
Yeah, there was he's a comedian now. I don't remember what it was, but he was a no, he was a defense attorney.
Oh.
In Madison for like years, and like a good one. And he was just like talking about how the incarceration's crazy there and like how it's fucked up. He was talking about like a lot of how the lawyers, the defense attorneys, don't actually give a shit about if the person did it or not. Like, they don't care at all. They're there to win.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a complete, like...
That's funny to think about.
Yeah.
Because, like, in that sense, though, too, those people then
it's just
they don't give a shit about the case, even.
No.
For that matter.
It's just a competitive game to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and I found that really fascinating. And he did it in Madison. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. They also have a comedy scene there, so I'm pretty sure that's how he got into it. But he was just talking about how... on the surface,
all of his jokes are just racist,
yeah,
anti-Semitic, anti-black.
On the surface, you can see that city and think it's super liberal, and why would they do that? But they just incarcerate black people like crazy.
Oh, I made Brian cry of laughter yesterday.
Yeah,
with the same thing that made you laugh really hard.
Oh man, I mean, I knew it was gonna be a hit, but I didn't think it was gonna be as much of a hit for him. It was the classic, "This house is a cab."
Yeah, yeah, because Beth keeps on doing this thing where she like, so I guess they were downtown and a Black Lives Matter thing was happening.
She felt bad because she was like, I'm for Black Lives Matter, but I'm not like gonna join in on the protest right now because she just wanted to be downtown.
And she is a cab.
Yeah, she is a cab. All cops are bastards.
Yes, and then she's asked us at one point, are you guys ACAB? I go, that's crazy that you think we're not. We're actually KAC, kill all cops. And I say that to Brian, and he just...
I mean, he was crying of laughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another one of our friends there, he is just a fun...
Oh, God. I hate that gremlin.
I mean, obviously, I like him. I've known him my entire life. He... Just whenever he talks, people were just laughing at him. When the Horny Boys came on by, I used to come into the bathroom with one of our friends, Alec, and he's just doing push-ups on the floor. And then me and Alec fall back into the bathroom just laughing really hard.
Yeah, I got him doing some push-ups.
It was you got him to do the push-ups?
Oh, that's when you guys saw it?
Yeah, we just came out of the
living room or whatever?
He was in the kitchen.
Kitchen? Yeah.
We had come out of the bathroom, and then he's just doing push-ups. We had no context to it. We just
I think I told him something along the lines of, yeah, I mean, Brian can do way more push-ups than you. Yeah. I kept on trying to make them two compete.
And Andrew was like, I'll just do the push-ups. Yeah. That's fun.
I kept on doing this thing where... I kept on comparing Brian to Devontae
Adams. For context, Brian is about 5'6", white. He looks Jewish. He isn't Jewish. He has scoliosis.
Yeah.
And he is of the belief that he's a great athlete.
Yes.
But he has severe back issues.
Yes. And
like back
he loves
pain.
Sports.
He loves sports.
Mm-hmm.
And
diehard fan.
And Devontae Adams is probably the best wide receiver in the league of the NFL.
And I go, hey, I think that he has you beat in hands, but you got him beat on route running.
And what's funny about Brian is he doesn't laugh at it. He takes it in stride because he believes it.
Yeah.
He believes that he is as good of an athlete as anybody.
We also had this conversation while there where Luke went around and asked everybody, like, hey, how many packages in a day do you think you can deliver? Like UPS driver.
Yeah.
If you were a UPS driver. And I go, I give a ballpark range of I could probably do like 170 in like a good day.
Mm-hmm.
And he Googles it and like a really good day is like 210.
Yeah.
Like this guy got 213 in a day.
Yeah.
And he had like an intense day. Brian, before he said like, oh, 200 is a good day.
Yeah.
Brian goes, I could do about 1,100 packages.
1,100 packages. And without even saying anything, we were like, if you do 2 packages a house,
Yeah.
well, on average.
It's funny because I gave like that argument
Yeah.
without you there. And then you came over and you were like, that's even assuming if you do 2 bad. I was like, I said the same thing.
Yeah, if you do 2 packages, that's doing 550 fucking stops.
Yeah. That's if you do every single stop and say each stop takes 2 minutes, which is absurd to think because you have to go in the back, scan shit, grab it, figure out what packages for there, grab 2 packages and walk them to a house.
Yeah.
That's
And sprint them up to the house.
yes. And 2 minutes is
And then get back into your car.
that would put it at I think it was like a
18-hour day.
18-hour day. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, yes, I can do it.
I mean, I figured it was going to be a long day. Yeah.
He really believes it.
That was good.
And if you get him drinking, you can like convince him to do feats where like, oh, I bet you can't jump over that
It is
garbage
crazy.
can.
Why do people listen to me so much? Because I just somehow get these guys to just like show off their feats of strength.
Yeah.
Which
I bet you can't dive into that pool. Man, we were trying to pay Brian like upwards of like $300 to dive into the pool, and he wouldn't do it.
to jump over the side.
Yeah, jump over the side into a above ground pool.
Yeah.
Well, my dad used to do it all the time. He would just
Yeah.
dive on in, and my dad was like, "Yeah, you could do it. You could do it. For whatever reason." But he had to keep all of his clothes on.
Yeah.
That was the stipulation to it.
Also, seeing him jump over it would be funny in general. So, when we were downtown one time, I turned to him and I go, how many steps do you think it takes you to like, how much of a running start do you need to jump that fence right there? It's like an 8-foot fence.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't need one.
I can just jump it.
Yeah. Which is nuts.
Mm-hmm. What a hoot that fella is.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Did you watch that Packer game?
Barely.
Me as well. You won all the money.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
What do you mean? It's in your wallet.
How did you get your jacket?
I took it from you.
Did you?
Yeah, I made sure I took it.
Huh.
Yeah.
So I just stopped wearing the jacket. So
I assume so.
I spent a good like 40 minutes trying to look for that jacket.
Did you?
I was like, fuck, I lost it for David. I lost it.
Yeah, I just took it.
And then you showed up wearing it today.
Yeah. You don't know what happened to the money?
No.
Are you sure it's not in the wallet? I put it in your wallet specifically.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Then it might be in my wallet.
Have you checked your wallet?
No.
Because, well, you were doing the thing where you get money, so you just started throwing it at people.
Did I?
So I collected.
How much money was it?
It was probably like $40.
Really?
Yeah, there was a 20 in there and then a lot of singles. Maybe $30.
Damn. That's dope.
Yeah, you didn't even look?
No.
Well,
I forgot about the money.
yeah, because you won the pot. You had the 0, which is the number I gave to you.
What?
You don't remember that?
I didn't understand how that worked.
So, essentially, there's essentially 10 people can play. It's 0 through 9, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 people can get into the pot, and everybody puts in $5. So you just write your name on the lines, and then after that, it's essentially to see who's on the list, and then everybody picks a number. So whatever, you don't get to pick 0, because everybody would pick like 0, 7, 3, just like shit that the scores would most likely end in.
Yeah.
So then you pick a number in the cup, and then whatever number you get is your number. So once you add the scores up at halftime, if it ends in a 0, you win the money. Or if at the end of the game, if it ends in a 0, you get the money. So I think the first one was like a 4. It ended in at halftime, and then at the last.
Did you win who won the first pot?
Tyler Rogney.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in that win.
So when I picked 0, you were like, 50 is my number, so I'm getting 0. I'm getting 0. And I said, yeah, if I pick.
No, I just wanted number 50. I was like, this is bullshit. Why can't I pick number 50?
And I
had no idea what it meant.
Oh, you didn't even get it? So I was like, all right, well, you want 0 then? I said, if I pick 0, then I'll just give it to you.
Yeah.
And I picked 0 and I gave it to you.
I thought that I just picked 0 because I wrote my name on 0.
No.
Yeah. I had no idea how.
Does it make sense to you
and
now?
It was making me mad that you kept on saying I gave you 0.
I gave it to you.
Because I had no idea what you meant by that. I was like, I wrote my name on 0. How did you give it to me?
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Yeah.
And then I picked 6 again, and then I took 6, which is like the worst fucking number. Because how is a football score ever going to end in the 6 without getting a safety?
I mean, 2 field goals.
2 field goals? Yeah, but...
There's a lot of field goals sometimes.
Sure. So I got 6. 1 sucks as well. But whatevs. So you got 0. You won the money. You're welcome.
That was all me.
Yeah. I picked 0. I picked it.
It was actually, like, I remember that. And, like, when you were like, yeah, I gave you 0. You're welcome or whatever. I was like, what the fuck is this guy?
I picked it.
I wrote my name on 0.
I definitively gave you 0. I picked 0 and I said, hey, if I get it, I'll give it to you.
Really?
You don't even remember the conversation?
I mean, like,
I handed you the 0.
I do, but it was making me mad because I was like, how can you give me a number that
I picked?
I already have it. I wrote my name on it. Because what was writing our names down for then?
It was essentially to see who's in the pot. Because if it's not, it's just like, if you...
Then why was it numbered?
So you know that there's 10 people picked.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you can't have like 11. Because what number would they get? You can just go 0 through 9.
Multiple people on one pot.
I guess. Yeah, you could do that, but that fucking blows.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that?
Make a second fucking pot.
You could have done that, yeah, but we didn't have enough people.
Yeah. And your girlfriend paid everybody to get in.
Yeah, we all Venmoed her, though. Yeah. She was the only person with real money. Isn't that fucking weird?
She does like real money, huh?
I don't know. Who does?
I hate real money.
Yeah, it fucking blows. Not a single person at that party had real money except for her, I think. We literally all...
Yeah, and the boyfriend did.
Yeah, I guess he did, too.
Yeah. I got fucking trashed. At some point, I was just slamming fucking Jello shots.
Yeah.
Like, they brought out Jello shots initially, and I go, how many of these do you think we can, like, down before they notice? To the point where we ran out of Jello shots to take with the touchdowns, because I was just...
The initial idea for this podcast was that we were going to have it after we go out all the time, and it definitely has transformed into... something else, I'd say, or it's just us
because we stopped going out.
Well, I know, but it is fun to get back to the roots a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, we just got to end this like whole podcast off with jerking off stories.
I know.
Yeah,
how much we've come so far from nobody.
I mean, you more so because of how much zinc you take.
Yeah,
you've come a lot more.
From like 200 people watching the first episode to.
Do you think that you're
like 3 or 4 people?
I asked your girlfriend, like, did she notice? And like, you would notice.
I noticed a little bit. It isn't so significant that I'm like, what's happening?
Really?
No,
dude. Mine was like, you know, when you full blast like a hose and it goes, whoa.
Yeah.
That when I was doing zinc, dude, it was like, I had to switch from ankle socks to tube socks because I was just fucking filling those puppies up.
My girlfriend, she was almost offended when I said, yeah, she probably wouldn't notice, but I noticed a little bit. And she was like, what do you mean I don't know? I was like, have you noticed a change? And she was like, no.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you're fucking, you know.
Go ahead.
You're not making a Krispy Kreme donut out of her, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, I really did like that tweet, but nope, it didn't get enough love on Twitter.
Which one?
It was the initial tweet was probably funnier in general, but it was some girl pretty much going, she was like, I just got a message today that I'd look a lot hotter with cum on my face.
Yeah.
Which leads me to ask, if you saw 2 equally attractive girls at the bar, 1 with no cum on her face, 2 with cum on her face, which one do you pick? And I quoted the tweet saying, well, whenever I go to Krispy Kreme, I always get them pre-glazed.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then our friend Tyler Ross tweeted at you, tweeted at me like, David, take his phone away.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funnier, where I thought he replied to the initial tweet like, I just got sent this message. You would look better with cum on your face. I thought he replied, David, take his phone away.
Yeah, you thought that I was just sending girls messages like,
You look better with cum on it.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what you
That
thought.
is so funny to imagine you doing that.
And I do send that message quite often.
Hey, cum's funny.
Cum is funny.
Cum is funny.
I also like the idea of, because nobody turned off their Snapchat locations, so we were all at the girl's house, like
The girl who got proposed to. Yeah.
Yes, and she's a snoopy person. Like she snoops.
Yeah.
And sometimes not even intentionally, but I mean, to like preface it, she knew 100% that Tyler went to get a ring the day that he got the ring, because she just was checking his location, seeing where he was.
Well, I guess what happened is that he made her stop sharing the location. Like he like deleted it off of it. So she got a notification like he is not sharing his location anymore.
Oh, and then she like looked at where
her
Tyler Schultz and
her sister and brother-in-law were, and they're like, oh, okay, they're all together. So they're at the jewelry store. I guess they're buying me a ring. Yeah. So,
did he buy a gold chain or something? That's what he did, right? To like cover it up.
I don't know.
He kept on. I was too drunk to remember the story, but he was.
No, I think he just had a gold chain. Oh, unrelated.
Okay. Yeah, but so this girl likes Snoop in general.
We all technically had our Snapchat locations on, and she would have just went on Snapchat. She would have just seen that we were all in her home.
So my idea was to send a dick pic to this group chat where she's in it and he's in it. And then that would throw him off our trail, because who sends a dick pic from their, like, another person's house?
It's honestly a foolproof plan. Yeah. If she had any intention, like, oh, they're at our house, and then he goes, wait, James sent me a dick pic. There's no way he'd be at my house and do that.
If she would have sent the message, are you guys at my house right now? Yeah. To the group chat, I would have had to show my dick.
It's the only way.
Yeah.
Does it look like I'm at your house? That's just your cock.
Oh, man.
That's the only really like way to solve the issue.
Yeah. I saw a Facebook post. Yeah. So there's a like sharing your Snapchat memories thing. Sure. Like where you post it and it shows your entire snap, like what has happened on Snapchat and shit. And somebody was like, man, Snapchat really dead ass just exposed me, because they must have had nudes in their stories, like that they saved. Yeah. So when they shared it to their story, it just showed their nude throughout it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't even know that.
Yeah. I mean, you don't use social media in general.
No. So I had I told a couple people my Super Bowl predictions.
Yeah.
What are we at?
23 minutes. Do you know what the starting
10 minutes. So we got a half hour.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. That's a rough one.
This one's rough because
I'm just super hungover.
I didn't pre-shit, so I'm like stewing.
Yeah.
Inside my body.
Yeah, we got about 35 minutes.
Yeah.
I had been cracking up this theory for a while. I was over PlayStation concocting it. Is that the word?
Concocting.
Yeah, that's a weird word. Concocting?
I don't think that's it. Concorking?
Yeah, it's concorking. That's right. And it came together on PlayStation.
I think it's concocting.
Concocting. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I also think that could say any, like, it's concunt. It's concunt.
Yeah.
That's right.
Concunting. And I told it to you. I'm going to say it here. And I didn't expect me telling your brother-in-law. You were like, you should tell it to Brian because he'll like it. And I was like, you think he will? I didn't.
And it made you excited.
Not only did he like it, but he loved it. Yeah. And your brother loved it.
Yeah.
They were both. It made it so much better.
Yes.
That they like answered parts to it. That like essentially they had all the pieces and I just put them together.
It was funny because you have this thing where you don't care what I think of you. You don't care like what your close friends think of you. But if it's somebody like new that you can impress in some way, it's like a really.
Well, you think
you'll like it?
For one, your brother-in-law Brian, I don't see enough. Mm-hmm. But every time I do see him, it's a good time and I enjoy hanging out with him. Yes. It's not like I go out of my way to like, oh, I want to hang out with him. But it's like every time I leave with him, I have a great impression of him. So it just keeps building. So every time I see that guy, I just like him more and more. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So when you were like, "Oh, he'll like it," that's just good.
Yeah, and you were like, really? You
So the theory is pretty foolproof, and I had told a lot of people. I even told another Brian yesterday about it. He's like, I like the prediction, but he was like, essentially it's Packers Bills Super Bowl this year, and he's like, what you said I agree with, but the completely nothing what you said has any correlation to it.
Yeah.
So we got to go back to 2011. The Packers are coming off a Super Bowl win.
Yes.
The year previously when they won. So at that time, they were undefeated, -1 team. They lose in the divisional round to the New York Giants, right? But they're the clear favorites to win. Fast forward to now. Chiefs, clear favorites to win the Super Bowl this year. They are undefeated, -1. My prediction is that they are losing divisional round to the Bills. Bills go to the Super Bowl. What happens when the Bills go to the Super Bowl?
They always lose.
They always lose 4 times in a row.
Which that was the best part, by the way, was when you said that, you always, whenever you tell this, like, prediction, you always go, and what happens when the Bills go to the Super Bowl? My brother exclaimed, they always fucking lose.
And I go, yes, exactly, exactly. To who? The Packers, because they're they're on the other side, the NFC. You go back to 2011, what's the one team that the Packers lost to?
Kansas City
Chiefs. It comes around full circle.
I told you should make a TikTok of that.
Yeah, right. I mean, and the prediction is so it's such a correlation does not mean causation. Like that.
Yeah.
And I just keep saying history repeats itself, baby. There's no history there. It means nothing.
None of them really even kind of fit together that much.
No.
But
no.
It is.
I sold a lot of people on the idea, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like some odd coincidences that are cool.
It's not even that. It's just the fact that the Bills are good. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, they go to the Super Bowl? They always lose.
Yeah. And then also
the Packers, that Packer team in 2011 was fucking stacked. It was like one of the, I mean, you can easily name somebody probably like 10 people on that team.
Also, I mean, the Bills and the Giants have no correlation really. So
there's no correlation.
There's that like kind of defeats it a bit. And
the fact that the Packers lose
the Packers in it at all is kind of weird.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
But everybody was like, yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I want the Packers to win really bad. I came up with an idea last night.
They have bad special teams and defense, but what's new?
Yeah. I mean, who needs those, though?
No, they're not important.
Yeah. Yeah, I came up with a good idea last night, I think. I want to create a game, and this is my way of patenting it. It's a mixture of Plague Inc. and Risk.
Yeah. I've never played Risk.
Really?
Yeah.
You get the concept of it, though.
Sort of. Every time I try to play Risk, people are like, yeah, and then we never play.
You just try to conquer the world, essentially. And you start off...
You had to call Tyler Voss for this, right?
Yeah.
Was he vibing with it?
He was like, I think that there's some things that we need to work on, but he goes, the concept's pretty good. What the idea is, Risk, you kind of try to take over the entire world. Plague Inc., you try to infect the entire world with a disease.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is either you start with one singular person. I don't know how really to get it, but you try to conquer the entire world.
Also, you were hammered when you came up with the idea. Yeah. And me and Brian were standing next to each other, and you were like, remember this.
Yeah.
And write it down. And we were just laughing at you to the point you were like, I gotta go.
I gotta call Tyler Voss.
And then you just call Tyler Voss to tell him instead.
Because that's a guy that, I mean, if I tell him, he'll actually make moves.
Yeah.
Whereas me and you can talk about things for years.
And do nothing. Correct, yeah.
Yeah, we just come it all the way.
Yeah.
We take 8 things of zinc and just start fucking...
blowing loads.
Blowing big loads.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I think that'd be a cool concept where you try to, you start with a person to lead or whatever, and you build on that guy's charisma, you build on your military, stuff to just imperialize the entire world.
Yeah.
And then certain countries interact with different things in different ways. There'll be a government tree where you pick which government you want to go to.
Sure.
And then when say if you're
isn't that just civilization?
If you're a democracy, you won't be able to take over certain fucking countries.
Yeah.
Like China and Russia will be harder to take over.
Have you ever played Civ?
The game sucks, cock.
Oh, that's a fun game.
No, it's so bad.
If we were to play a Civ game, you legitimately need all day.
I know.
It is the best.
I mean, like, here's the thing. You don't even have an hour and a half to play video games.
No, a Civilization game is like something you have to schedule out. Because, like, it takes up the whole day.
And then if somebody leaves, it kind of fucks.
It ruins the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
because you can just give your shit, right?
If you have somebody who just decides to trade you all of your cities, it's just you just give somebody a significant advantage. You have to have like people who legitimately like are there to like play.
But you realize what happens if you're able to give away shit like that? I'm just going to pay money. Like, I'm going to bribe people. It's just like Monopoly.
Yeah.
If you own houses, I'm going to give you real life money for those houses. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it does, Yugi.
Yeah.
So I'm going to win that fucking game. Whether it's fair, whether it's square, whether it's circle, whether it's round, I fucking win.
Yeah.
I'm a winner. That's it.
I've never been able to finish a Civilization game with a group of people because my friends fucking suck. But one day.
Yeah, Manfred fucked it one time, right? I know.
He just like decided I'm done, and then he just like got off.
Gave all of his troops to like Tony, right?
Yeah, I fucking hated it.
And it makes you really upset.
Yeah,
same thing with Monopoly. Like when I cheat in Monopoly, it just really...
right, because you have to get to Monopoly is one of the best board games ever made. And when you play it by the rules, it's like don't fuck the economy up. When you you land on free parking and there's like a pot in the middle, that shit's fucking stupid. That's not a real rule. If you land on properties, if nobody buys it, it goes to bidding. If you don't play Monopoly on Xbox, if you play Monopoly, it plays with like the standard rules. So people like legitimately like it on Xbox because it's like the real game.
But it's cringe on there because you can't buy shit.
What do you mean?
I can't pay money.
Yes, you can. You can just Venmo people.
But can they give me like houses?
Yeah.
Properties?
Sure, why not?
Just for free?
Yeah.
That's dope. I like that a lot better.
So, when you play by the real rules, you can have like a legitimately good, interesting game.
And games don't last that long, right?
They still last like a couple hours. It still probably takes like 2 to 3 hours. Mm-hmm. But people, when they fuck the economy, they think it takes like 9 hours. That game doesn't take 9 hours. It should take like maximum 3, which is like a long time. But like you'll watch Endgame for 3 hours. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm going to play World of Warcraft for 8 hours.
Right.
So like,
have you ever finished a game of Monopoly without flipping the board or just paying people off?
No.
Why not? It's the best.
Because I want to win.
If you fucking...
I have an undefeated streak in Monopoly.
The bartering and trading in Monopoly is so much fun to like...
When you give them $20 cash or riot points, it's just fun. I get it. I do drugs, not hard ones.
What is that guy's name? Do you know how to pronounce it?
Ty Verdes.
Is it Ty Verdes?
Ty Verdes.
I like his music. Or at least 2 songs that he has. I can't say I like all of it.
Yeah, they're good. There was one time where the nice part about it is it shows when you bribe one person in Monopoly, it shows how easy other people are to cave. You won't cave.
I will never.
But everybody around you will.
Yeah.
Because if I pay one person like $5 for a property, the next person's just going to say, hey, you want my properties for like $10?
Yeah. Yeah, it ruins the game so quickly. I will never take real money because I have integrity and I'm not weak like those fucking people.
It is weak.
It shows weakness, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I can just buy you.
Yeah.
Like at that point, you're essentially...
Yeah, I've never taken money from you in Monopoly.
You hardly take money from me for most things.
Yeah.
I have found out your weakness, which it's not paying you off anymore.
It's cooking stuff?
It's just buying you things.
Yeah.
So like you don't want money, even though that money could go towards the stuff that you want. But if I say, hey, do you want to go to the mall with me? You say,
no. Yeah.
And I go, all right, I'll buy you a knife. Mm-hmm. And then you go, okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You're very easy to fool. No. You fall for it every time. There was this... You are a person that doesn't like going certain places, the mall being one of them.
The mall is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that being said, I mean,
fucking
it is
foreclosed, isn't it?
It is nice. I mean,
It's like bankrupt now.
they were, but I think that they got bailed out.
They did?
Something.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
They should burn.
Malls
Fuck
are
the
nice
malls.
though because like everything's right next to each other. It's easy to buy
Malls
shit.
fucking suck.
So it was impossible to get you to go to the mall when I wanted to go to the mall. So what I do is there's a Red Robin, one of your favorite restaurants,
It's right there.
And I go, hey, do you want to go to Red Robin? This worked about 3 times where you just say, yeah. We'd get very close. I'd turn into the mall parking lot and you go, God damn it. And it turned into us not even going to Red Robin.
Yeah, the mall sucks for
Yeah.
many reasons. For one, I don't like perusing. I don't like the idea of like going to the store. Oh, do I want to buy this? Maybe. The things I want to buy, I just buy.
Yeah.
Like, and I buy it on Amazon, so I don't have to leave.
Yeah.
It's great. 2, not anymore because of COVID. But prior to that, if you go to the mall, you're going to see somebody that you know, but you don't have a relationship with.
Yeah.
So you are going to have that awkward eye contact where you guys both see each other, decide not to say anything, and pretend like the other person didn't notice. I don't like that.
No.
Because, one, if you say hi, you know for a fact that that person would have never said hi to you.
Yes.
So that bothers me.
Yeah.
So I don't say hi to people anymore. Because, like, every time I do, sometimes I'll run into that person again. They don't say hi. Fuck them.
Yeah.
What? You can't say hi?
It is shitty. And then also, like,
They never say
even
hi.
though they won't say hi, if you say hi to them, it gets
gets
like,
a conversation.
I gotta catch up with you.
You don't.
And it's like,
yeah.
you know what the last thing I want to fucking do is hear about how you have a dog.
No.
I don't give a fuck.
No.
I don't care what you're doing for a living. Eat rocks. You
Yeah.
fucking suck. Yeah, I don't want to hear it ever.
3, worst part about the mall, the kiosks with the people that are trying to sell you something. If you are walking by, they will just start going like, hey man, can I, and they just try to catch you. They just try to get you in there, rope you into a fucking shitty phone case, a massage. I don't want any of it. One time I was at the mall. It was like the worst experience. It was this guy. He's like, hey man, can I get a second? I said, nope. He's like, 1 second. I said, nuh-uh. We just kept going back and forth. He's like, come on, man. Like, 1. Yes. And I kept saying, no. I said no to him 4 times. And the 5th time he asked, I just started laughing super hard. Because I was like, is this insane? This is like the epitome of what I hate about the mall. He asked me 5 times to stop over here. You got a second? You got a minute?
That's
Come on, man.
persistence.
I said no to him 5 times. And it wasn't like, nah, man, I'm busy. It was like a nope. Definitely not coming.
And here's the thing: if somebody tells you
Yeah.
that's disrespectful in and of itself. Give up. You know what I mean? We cut in this one early.
No. We got like 10 minutes left.
There was a time, you know, the people that are actually the best at their job though in the malls
What?
are the shoe cleaner guys.
Who only clean one of your shoes?
They only clean one of your shoes.
Yeah.
Which is smart. Mm-hmm. And then also, they're always witty. They always, like, there was a guy that just, like, made me laugh a couple times. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy this solely because of that. And I don't ever buy things from kiosks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, if some fucking...
So the first one, those people used to be at the state fair. I don't know, what do you call it? The expo center?
Yeah.
Essentially. And the expo center is just filled with, like, essentially everything I hate. Like, all the people trying to sell you shit.
Yes.
And the shoe cleaner guys are there. And have you ever gotten your shoe... So you get the first one cleaned, and then they obviously go buy the stuff and I'll clean the other one. If you don't buy it, they go, well, I'll clean the other shoe for like $5 or whatever the fucking price is. They immediately stop from being friendly and charming and like funny to just like cleaning your shoes, and then they stop talking to you. Have you done that one?
No.
I've gotten my shoes cleaned. So the first one, they're all happy, chipper, trying to sell you the shit.
Yeah.
The second one,
You've bought the second shoe cleaning?
Yeah.
Really?
I've never just walked away with one shoe cleaned. I'm gonna get both of my shoes cleaned.
I mean, just walk back up to him later.
With the unclean shoe?
Yeah.
Why do people keep fucking texting me? I'm sick of this.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's texting you?
Johnny B texted me. Because I sent him the
dick pic. Just to prove that I wasn't at his house.
Yeah. It was that song by Ty Verdes.
Oh, okay.
So, you liked it.
Is there anything else we should end this on?
Nope.
We can do Call of Duty talk.
Nope.
Cold War guns are in.
Nope, thank you.
Warzone, that's cool. What does that time say?
You're coming up 50 seconds. 50 minutes.
50 minutes, okay.
We were at 10 minutes for the other one?
Yeah, but go a little longer because we have to cut a little bit of the intro stuff.
Nah.
Yeah.
Leave it. You're coming up on Infinity War. That's exciting.
Oh, yes. This is where I'm at in the current Marvel Cinematic Universe. I thought we were going to be able to watch it today, but I don't think we were going to have time.
Did you watch... You didn't watch your 25 Days of Christmas yesterday?
Yesterday was the first day we missed, which was a Grinch movie with Jim Carrey. We were going to just throw it on the TV, but the dad was there watching his football game, like college football, and I'm not going to like change it to the Grinch when they're already watching TV.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But that's okay. We've made it fucking like 20 days and we've watched 19 movies. I think that's pretty impressive.
Not that impressive.
For me, it is.
Yeah. Infinity War is exciting, though. She's seen one of them, right?
So what's funny is we watched Endgame around the time we first started dating because she had never seen it. She didn't know Tony Stark died. I don't know how she missed it.
Spoiler.
And I was like, have you seen the one previously? She was like, yeah, I think I like. She doesn't even remember. So at this point, it is built up completely for her.
Is she invested in it?
Yeah.
She's like...
well, I test her at the end of movies to like... I give her like quizzes to make her like... Even if she isn't invested and is pretending to be invested, I give her the context of like how hyped I was in beforehand. I'll go like, okay, name all the Infinity Stones. Which ones are where? Name them by name. Tell me what they do. I give her real tests.
I love those movies, and I probably wouldn't be able to answer a lot of the questions.
All right, you ready? Okay, name all of the Infinity Stones. How many are there? Do you know how many there are?
6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Name the types. Do you know?
Soul Stone.
Yep.
Mind.
Yep.
Gem, right?
Gem?
It's technically a mind gem, right?
The mind... No, they're all stone. They're all stones. Yeah, they're stones in the comics. I think they're called Infinity Gems, but in the movies they're stone. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're stones.
Reality.
Time. 2 more.
Power.
Yep. The last one's the easiest one that you even said. Mind. Mm-hmm. Soul. Yep.
What's the one that I'm missing? Fucking don't tell me.
Okay. Yeah, this is great for a podcast.
Oh my god, what is it? Because the Power Stone is Ronan. Fucking Reality Stone is Ether, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mind is Loki. Soul Stone is fucking just him throwing the bitch, right?
Yep.
Fucking...
Use of time.
Time is Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
What's the fucking one that I'm missing, man? Is it the yellow? No, because no. Is it the yellow one?
No, that's Mind.
It's Mind. No, Mind is blue. It's Tesseract.
That's not the Mind Stone. The Mind Stone came from the Loki's staff.
It's Loki's staff. Yeah, true.
And that's yellow in Vision's head.
So the one that I'm missing is the Tesseract.
Mm-hmm.
Which is...
Think about what it does.
I don't know.
So you see it in Captain America. They are using it to power the Hydra weapons. They're using it as a power source. But at the end, Red Skull has it in his hand, and he gets sucked away in space.
Space Stone.
Yeah. Loki uses it to open his portal.
That one's not the easiest.
Yeah, it is.
Power's the easiest.
I think power's hard because they kind of all give off like power. But I mean, they use it to open a portal in New York to send people through. It's like space, you know. I feel like it is the easiest. You see it the fucking most. The Tesseract.
Yeah, but like it's kind of ambiguous what it does.
It just allows you to teleport anywhere, which is weird that it's such a. It's like it's an Infinity Stone. It's like the greatest because the wizards have sling rings. It does the same thing.
Yeah,
you know.
It is odd that they're just able to do that.
Yeah.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah, like it makes it seem like it's such a huge, like, monumental thing, and then like in Doctor Strange, they just like spin their hands and then do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So essentially, I do that with her, right, to like get her head. She also doesn't know where the Soul Stone is. She has no idea. Because she hasn't seen Infinity War, and I was like, okay. I also say, where are the locations of the stones, because that comes into play in Infinity War, because he has to literally go there.
Yeah.
To these places, and I just test her on that just to keep her going. God,
I feel sorry for that woman.
I do too.
You are insufferable.
I know.
The fact that you give her tests.
Yeah,
you're like a teacher for something useless.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
But at least she knows the location of all these things. So when we watch it through Infinity War, she can go, I know it because I've seen the movies. She didn't know what she was getting into when she started to date me.
All right. Well, is this it?
I think that's it. I think this is a good amount.
Peace out, homies.
See you later, everybody.